Hello there, my lovely humans. I hope you're doing well and you're taking care of yourselves. And today I'd like us to start off with a question. And the question is, why are you always so afraid of what other people think about you? I'll give you 2 seconds to think about it. Alright, I don't know what your answer was, but I'll give you mine. And mine is because I am afraid of looking foolish. Maybe that wasn't your answer, but I feel like it should have been. Yeah, and the truth is we base most of our choices and our actions on how we anticipate others to view us, and because of that we avoid doing the things we really love to do because we're so worried about what other people will say or think about us. Yeah, and let me start off by saying this: it's very helpful to have feedback from a select group of individuals who really actually care and support you. Okay, it's good to have people who will hold you accountable and who will nudge you in the right direction if you're making the wrong choices, right? But what about these other people? So we choose to play it safe and miss out on so many great opportunities because of this fear. But here's the thing: if you have the courage to start something new, you may occasionally fail. And you may from time to time appear foolish because you may be pretty bad at something before you're really good at it, right? And we all come across as foolish when we try something out for the first time or when we step out of our comfort zone, okay? But that's okay, especially if it puts you in a position to grow. And the truth is, nobody really understands what they are doing until they try it, they fail, they get back up, and they try again. Yeah, and you can be the most intelligent, most talented, most skilled human being, but if you're constantly terrified of what other people will think about you, you will never actually reach your full potential. But once you choose to be brave enough and try, the success you're hoping for may not come today or tomorrow or the day after, but the success already is that you're trying. Maybe you've started writing that book, maybe you've launched that business, maybe you've launched that YouTube channel. You may not be where you want to be, but you're already successful by the fact that you've started. And as long as you don't give up on it, you're winning. Okay? And in any case, think about the worst case scenario. Yeah? People will talk about you. That's what you are afraid of, right? But what if they do? They'll talk about you, then they'll forget about you and move on to the next person, because people don't really care as much as we think they do, and they don't judge us half as much as we think they do. Maybe some will, and that's okay. Maybe there's somebody somewhere judging me right now for what I am doing. But you know what? That's fine by me because I know what I am doing and I know why I am doing it, because it makes me happy, and that's enough reason for me to keep going. Yeah? And as long as I keep going, I won't be where I am forever. Someday I'll be where I'd like to be. So until then, I'll just enjoy this journey because it makes me happy, okay? And I want you to do the same. I'd like you to think about what makes you happy and focus on that. So is that worst case scenario really that bad? Is people talking about you really bad? Really that bad? Because personally, I don't think it is, at least not anymore. I used to, but not anymore, because I realized that what people say or what people talk about is a reflection of them and not you. If somebody tells you you can't do something or tells you something is impossible, it's because they think they can't do it and they are projecting their own limiting beliefs on you. Okay, and I want you to think about this because I'm sure this is something we've all done at some point in our lives, right? The last time you gossiped about somebody or you really judged somebody, was it really, as in really, about them, or was it about you? How was your state of mind and how was your state of heart at that time? Yeah, I think you get my point, right? So if there's anything you really want to do or you need to do or you must do, just embrace it, even if it makes you appear foolish. Yeah, keep in mind that we only have a limited amount of opportunities to take advantage of. Make sure you grab them. Okay, and remember that you don't get something out of nothing. And I heard somebody say that embarrassment is the cost of entry. And that reminded me of a story I read about Mamito. That I'm pretty sure most of us know her. She's a comedian, right? And she was telling a story about her first auditions at Churchill show and how it how it looked like she was giving a speech, and the whole audience was silent, and at some point she even forgot her lines and just walked out of stage. But guess what? She kept going back and going back and going back, and look at her now. If she gave up at that point, she wouldn't be where she is right now. Her recent concert actually sold out. So imagine what would have happened if she just gave up because of that one time she got embarrassed, or 2 times or 3 times, I don't know. She just wouldn't be where she is right now. So if you don't risk looking foolish as well, you'll never do anything special. If you want to improve, you'll have to be okay with it. Yeah? If you're constantly afraid of looking foolish, you'll never have the possibility of being great. And this is your one life. You have no do-overs. Just choose to be happy and choose to be true to yourself. Are these things easier said than done? Perhaps they are, but does that mean it's impossible? No, it doesn't, because just like everything else you'd like to master, it needs constant and consistent practice. And also, it will need you to surround yourself with people who really encourage you, and people who inspire you, and people who support you. Okay, and stay away from people who suck the energy out of you. Alright? And I myself have held myself back from doing things that I would really have loved to do because I was afraid of what other people would say or think about me. Yeah? And until I started asking myself, what is more important to me? Is it me and my own happiness and my growth and my success and what I think about myself, or is it other people's mostly subjective opinions about me? Yeah, because I would avoid doing things to avoid being judged by other people, and then come back and start judging myself and start hating on myself because of the opportunities I have missed. Yeah, and then I started asking myself, if something happened to me, God forbid, say God forbid, I lost my source of income, or I just needed help, who would come through for me? I know who that would be, and it most possibly wouldn't be these people whose opinions I am so afraid of, right? And I want you to think about that as well. Remember what is important to you and concentrate on that. Concentrate only on the opinions of those people who really matter to you and the people who really love and genuinely support you. And forget about the rest. Okay, so I'd really love to know in the comment section what's that one thing or two things you've really been avoiding to do because you're afraid of what other people will think or say about you. Yeah, and maybe we can encourage you and we can support you. And here's the big question: what's that one thing you're ready to risk looking foolish over? What's that important to you? Just also let me know in the comment section. We can have a conversation because I would really love that. Anyway, I guess that's the end of this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know if you really liked this video and if it helped you, which I really hope it did. And I guess I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay blessed, take care, bye.